Three of Cups. I was so excited when it came time to make this card, and I'll tell you why. The symbolism of the Three of Cups that I have added in comes very specifically from a movie that terrified me when I was a little kid and from a scene from that movie. What I'm talking about is The Legacy. It's like late 70s horror movie starring Catherine Ross. So it's one of those traditional haunted house kind of gothic novella stories where a group of people have been summoned to this manor house in England. In the film, there's this like gorgeous model. She's one of the characters that comes to the house or has been summoned to the house. And there's a scene in the movie where she is alone swimming. Now remember, kids, never swim by yourself. This movie tells you exactly why you never want to go swimming by yourself. She dives into the swimming pool to take, a sexy swim. And once she's under the water, the energy of the house freezes over the top of the pool. She finds she can't escape. Of course, she drowns and dies. And that terrified me. My grandmother had a swimming pool I would swim in every summer, all summer long. And, it was right up there with Jaws in terms of I was afraid, if I went under the water that I could come back up. Anyway, I loved the idea for the haunted house, that this metaphor of being buried by the water of your own emotion. And how many of us have often been so emotion filled that we couldn't actually kind of get to the thing that we wanted. So this traditional symbolism from the Three of Cups traditional card is in the background painting. So you can see the three figures raising their cups. That's a familiar graphic from the tarot cards. But though this is something that Raven so desperately wants, she's finding herself not able to kind of get out of her own way. And it's something that I think it looks at the darker side of the Three of Cups. And cups in tarot tend to, because of the way Pamela Coleman Smith drew them on the Rider-Waite-Smith card, she drew them very happy and sunny. The suit of cups tends to be a very light and playful suit. But I think it does the nature of emotion a disservice, because when we're looking at the nature of emotion, we have to understand all of the different emotions we flow through, right? Not just the good ones. So this is a darker take on the Three of Cups, wanting so desperately to be part of love and friendship and good times and companionship, but being stuck. And so in many ways, this card is a great visual depiction of what it feels like to be incredibly depressed. And anybody who suffered with depression, one of the weird and interesting things about depression is that sometimes when you're in the throes of it, it's the lack of being able to have an emotion. It's the wanting to feel love or wanting to feel pleasure, but it's just not in you at that time. So this card is a pretty great graphic description of kind of floating in this other world and wanting to break free, but not necessarily being able to. So yeah, it's a dark take on a traditionally happy card, but it's the haunted house. What a joke.